So hey everybody, I wanted to take a few minutes today and do something really cool and out of the ordinary. And it was film my first video, but I wanted to share with you something I thought was really cool. My brother had gotten me the Ancestry DNA test kit for my birthday. Thank you, brother. I tell you, this is like the funnest thing ever, so good gift if you want to get somebody something unique. Comes with a test vial and you spit in it, you fill it halfway up. Took a few minutes on that, but did get it there, and you send it off. You go online and they give you an activation code, and it's totally confidential unless you decide to share it, which I've decided to share mine via video because I thought it would be interesting because I have a ton of people asking about it, and I thought it would just be cool to share with you how it looks at things and how it measured and my experience with it, so then you can decide if you want to do it for yourself. So I did send it off, and it seemed like forever and ever and ever, but it only took mine 28 days to get here, which was actually really cool because 6 to 8 weeks is what it says on the website. So I was really happy with the 28 days. So go Ancestry. So this is what they've came up with. This is my little chart. You can kind of see the little graph there. I don't know if you can see my computer screen. If you can see my computer screen, you can see my little pie chart. So that's kind of cool. Typically, I'm 100% European. And it breaks that down for me a little bit. To my biggest percentage, which is the biggest amount of blue there, is Ireland, which makes every bit of sense in the world. Last name was Allison. We were always told we were Celtic, Gaelic, Scottish. I know that we're of the fighting Irish people, I would say, because some of us are very hard to deal with. Some of us. Well, most of us. I don't know. Maybe all of us. No, we're really good people. I'm just kidding. But the Ireland I can see definitely. So that makes a lot of sense. That would be on my dad's side. So that would make up most of me. So very good. The next one is Europe East, and the way that Ancestry does this is it breaks up Europe into East and West. So you don't really get to know if you're German or Polish or, so they don't have it like specific just yet. But they do have the region broke up West and East. So I am 24% Europe East. And what 24% Europe East to me would be is it does consist of Czech Republic, Austria, Slovenia, Romania, Ukraine. My grandpa was Bohemian, great-grandpa was Bohemian on his birth certificate, and his last name was Sukup. So I'm assuming he is Bohemian, and that would make up most of my DNA on that side, which was Bohemia was an area that became part of Czechoslovakia. So it's really cool though. Ancestry allowed me to go back and look through passports of where my grandpa has traveled back and forth through Germany. He was titled as a rent collector. So I'm not sure what that means, but I do know that that's really cool that you can go back and you can look at passports and travel of your family. So Ancestry is really good for that too. So moving on, I've got the next one is Europe West, and Europe West consists of Germany, France, and Switzerland, and I am 21% of that. The 21% I would say is my grandmother was a Dillenkoffer, and she always claimed Swiss German. So I would say I was a little bit Swiss German on that note. So Swiss German, and did have a grandma with the last name of Pruitt, my dad's mom, and I think that's French if I'm not mistaken. Also great-grandmother of a Phelps, I think that's another French name. So I'd say maybe some French and German, Swiss German. So I don't know, West Europe, 21%. So between those two, it's 45% of my DNA. But moving on to the smaller amounts, I have 9% Great Britain. Pretty cool. Never knew I had any family or DNA traces to the United Kingdom. So that one's pretty interesting. The next one's very interesting to me. Finland, Northwest Russia, 8%. Never knew I had anybody in my family from Russia. It is a big clue for me, and it's something I'm really excited about, and I wanted to share with you, as I have been on a treasure hunt for 2 years now. I inherited a Russian Orthodox painting from my grandmother when she passed away. I unfortunately did not get to ask her any information before she passed away, so I do not know much about this, but you can see that it is cut out of the canvas. So I don't know if it was shipped here during World War II or at some point in time. I do know it has to have come from Europe. It's 17th, 16th, 17th century. No one in America can give me any information on it. They've told me I'd have to go to Europe to get more information. So I really would like to get this out there to maybe some people in Europe that would know more information on this. So if you can help me with that, I would love it. And I'm going to post more videos about the research that I have done on this painting and another painting that I inherited with it. So just wanted to pass that on. Maybe you guys can help me and share that out and help me on my little treasure hunt here. So the other painting that come with it is this one, and it is vellum, and it's painted on calf skin. So that's another one. So those two paintings, if I could figure out where they came from, exactly which side of the family, I would be so happy to know that. I'd be such a happy young lady, I tell you. The only hint I have for the small one is this is a Czech heir male. So I'm pretty sure it came from Czechoslovakia, but I'm not sure about the big one. But to tie my family down to Russia, knowing that's Russian Orthodox, that's amazing and is such a clue to me. So hoping that'll help me on my search. Moving on to the last few things that are in my DNA. I have trace regions, 5% left. Let's see, 4% of that would be Scandinavian, which is kind of cool because I do carry the red gene. I know some people will debunk that, but my mom's strawberry blonde, my son is redheaded, and I myself have a red tint to my hair. So I can see Scandinavian. I've heard about Viking blood, but you know, who's to know any of that? But on to the last but not least is Italian Greece. And that is really cool to me because I always wondered why I have a passion for cooking Greek food or eating Greek and Italian food. So I could cook a mean Greek meal for a ton of people, and it's like my favorite thing to do. So don't know if that came from that. Just kidding. But the cool thing about it is I do have a Greek foot. According to people, I've always been told I had a Greek foot, which means your second toe is a little bit longer than the rest of your toes. Kind of neat to see it in my DNA, since I always had strangers telling me I had Greek feet. So neat little correlation, just kind of looking at things about myself that I know that what to compare to what they found. So moving on to what I don't have. I don't have any trace DNA in Africa, Asia, Pacific Islands, and I do not have any trace DNA as in the Native American. So I have no Native American in my DNA. I know that's going to be a shock to my dad's family, but I do want to encourage them to get their own DNA test because just because I don't have it doesn't mean that you don't. Everyone's unique in their own way, and so it's a really cool thing. So I would encourage you to get your own test, and don't be offended by what my results are, but no, there was no traces of Native American there. So but I'm really happy with my results. I think that the test is great. I think it's fairly accurate, at least for my family. I think it's very interesting. I think it's exciting. I think it was a great experience. It didn't take very long, and a neat way to do it. And it's a great gift. So really cool. But just wanted to share that with you today, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it encourages you to find out more about yourself. It's really cool to look at how we've traveled and all across the world, and we've mixed and mingled to create such beauty. So I really hope that you will get your DNA, find out who you are, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.